We continue our reading of God's Dream for You, The Chosen, a morning devotional by author Dwight K. Nelson. Today's reading, August 21, Journeying with the Jews, Part 2. The Lord saw how great the wickedness of the human race had become on the earth, and every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was only evil all the time. The Lord regretted that he had made human beings on the earth, and his heart was deeply troubled. Genesis 6, 5 and 6. 8 survivors in a floating ark isn't exactly a grand launching of the remnant, and neither is the fact that the captain of the vessel got drunk after disembarking to dry land. The remnant has never been large or perfect. As sacred history has shown, whenever God has called out his remnant, it has never been on the basis of their innate holiness or advanced sainthood. There's a kernel of truth to the bumper sticker, "I'm not perfect, just forgiven." Just like Noah and Abraham, who, as progenitors of the remnant, were called and chosen by God to a radical faith in him despite their human weaknesses. Come out of Babel, come out of Ur, come out of her, my people, has been God's passionate cry to his remnant from the beginning. And they have come, enfeebled and defective though they were and still are. And over them has raged the great cosmic battle between Christ and Satan. The battleground ever centered upon these communities of truth, seeking to remain faithful to the Creator God. But have you noticed just when it appeared the people of God were about to be exterminated, God would supernaturally intervene and deliver a remnant from destruction? Thus Joseph could announce to his still in shock brothers, who moments earlier learned that he was their kid brother they sold into slavery, quote, "But God sent me ahead of you," here in Egypt, "to preserve for you a remnant on earth and to save your lives by a great deliverance," end quote. Genesis 45, verse 7. To save his remnant, God keeps intervening, as he did in the mighty Exodus when the horde of liberated slaves fled Egypt under the cover of darkness. Who but God could have known that fateful night it was the birthing of the great faith and truth movement that, like bookends, would line one side of salvation's history shelf? And what was the raison d'être of that movement? "For you are a people holy to the Lord your God. The Lord your God has chosen you out of all the peoples on the face of the earth to be his people, his treasured possession, because the Lord loved you." Deuteronomy 7, 6-8. The chosen are the remnant, and the remnant are chosen simply because of the love of God. This concludes the reading today of God's Dream for You, The Chosen.